You walk up to one of your trucks on a Monday morning. There's trash on the floor, energy drink cans, a mud covered tarp, and you realize your new leader let this happen. So you think the problem is discipline. You think your team doesn't care, but I'm about to show you why that's completely wrong. And fixing it changes everything about how fast your business scales. What happens while the manager is gone is what dictates what your culture actually is. Not what you say it is, what it actually is. And if trucks are dirty when you're not looking, if quality drops the moment a manager steps away, if new team members are getting onboarded into chaos, that's not a leadership problem. That is a systems problem. I'm going to show you exactly why that's happening and how to fix it. So the first thing, culture isn't built on standards. It's built on systems. You probably talk about your culture all the time inside of your business, right? We deliver excellence. We show up with pride. We represent the brand, but the culture isn't what you say. Culture is what happens when you're not looking. And what happens when you're not looking is determined by one thing, the system. Think of it like this. A standard is a belief. A system is a methodical process that makes the belief automatic. If you tell a new crew lead, keep the truck clean, that's a standard. If you give them a checklist, a photo requirement, and a 15-minute end-of-day ritual where they take a picture and send it to their supervisor, that, my friend, is a system. Your team members, especially new leaders, are not failing because they don't care. They're failing because they don't know what done looks like. They don't know what happens if they miss it. The point number 2 is the gap between what you know and what your leaders know is too big. Here's what I've learned running 3 locations, doing $1.6 million in annual revenue. You have the knowledge inside of your head that your leaders don't have access to. You've been in this business longer. You know what a 5-star service looks like. You know what cutting corners looks like. You know why truck cleanliness matters, because a dirty truck tells the customer you're sloppy before you even touch their lawn. But your new leader doesn't have that experience yet. So when they see something that doesn't meet your standard, they might not even recognize it in the moment. This is why clarity kills culture problems faster than discipline ever will. When a leader doesn't know what great actually looks like, no amount of pushing them harder is going to fix it. They need to see it, not hear about it. See it. Point number 3, the accountability system. Once you've defined the standard clearly, you need accountability that doesn't require you to be there. For us, that's documentation and measurement, photo submission, checklists, review processes. Is it extra work on the front end? Absolutely. Does it eliminate most of your quality issues in 60 days? Absolutely. Because here's what happens. Your team members know they can't hide bad work, so they stop doing bad work. And after a while, doing it right becomes the norm. You've built the culture. But listen, this only works if the system is clear and consistent. If you spot check some days and not others, if you enforce the standard with some people and not others, you've killed it. The system has to be obvious that a new person understands it from day one. The 4th point here, while the manager is gone, this is what actually reveals the type of culture that's there. If trucks are clean when you're not looking, it's because the system made it easier to keep them clean versus rather than letting them get dirty. If quality drops the moment a manager steps away, it's because the quality standard was built on supervision, not systems. Think about a franchise. Does McDonald's in Texas run differently from in Florida because the managers are different people? No, absolutely not. Because the system is the same every single time. The standard is documented, measured, and non-negotiable. That's what you're building. Not a culture of fear, a culture of clarity. Here's what I see happen. Owners and managers get frustrated with their leaders, so they hire tougher managers or they step in themselves. They end up back on the truck, back in the management position, and the business stops scaling because the ceiling is the owner's or manager's time and effort. But if you build the systems first, if you get clear on what done looks like and make it impossible impossible to fail. Your leaders can actually lead. They stop managing tasks and they start developing people. And that's when you go from managing a location to building a business that runs without you.